Morning, team. So I'm looking at some of your writing and I'm seeing some great things. I'm seeing characters that are coming to life. Let me show you. So this writer's doing amazing things. Look, at first she had One Day I Was, and she reread that and thought, that's boring. I know that characters need to come alive. So she changed it, and she also knows that a strong beginning starts with a hook, something that grabs her readers in right away and makes them think, I want to read this story. So she started with talking. Oh, I gasped. I was eating an apple. Then my tooth got lost. Okay, this is some great stuff here. The character's coming alive. We can hear her talk. We're totally into this moment. But I'm seeing some things that concern me, and I bet you do too. So this author did remember to start with a capital, end with a period. But look at these letters. Are these star letters yet? Not yet. So this author has done a lot of great things. And here's the writing takes a lot of brain power. I always think of writing like playing baseball. You know, there's a lot of things to think about at once. When you want to play baseball, you're standing on the mound to bat and you're thinking about how your feet are, right? You're making sure that they're hip width apart. I don't know if you can see my feet there. Okay, hip width apart. You're thinking about how you're holding the back. You're thinking about what your back's doing. You're thinking about keeping your eye on the ball. You're thinking about keeping your hand on. You're thinking about a lot of things at the same time. And it's the same thing when you're writing. Now this writer, this fabulous writer, she was thinking about a lot of things. She was thinking about how to draw her readers in. She was thinking about bringing her characters to life. That's awesome. She was also thinking about starting with a capital and ending with a period, but she forgot to think about those star letters. That's what she has to go back and fix. So she's going to keep doing all the other great things, but she's also going to fix those star letters. Mrs. Norton, there's so much to keep in mind. What can help me remember all of it? Your checklist. I have two things in my checklist in my writing folder that you also have in yours. You have a narrative writing checklist, which tells your small moment story checklist, which tells you how your small moment story should go. It says I wrote about when I did something. I wrote about a small moment. I made a beginning for my story that hooked my readers. I use words like and, then, so, meanwhile, after that. I found a way to end my story that make my readers felt like the story was done. I wrote a story across many pages. I wrote lots of words. I put the picture from my mind onto the page using words and pictures, and I use labels on my picture. So those are all the things you need to do to make a small moment. But your other checklist, your handwriting checklist, reminds you of the rest of the things you need to know. Oh my gosh, Mrs. Norton, there's so much. We don't even have one checklist, we have two. I know. Make sure you're using both your checklists just like a pilot. Your handwriting checklist says you need to start with a capital and end with a period. It says that all of your letters are lowercase except for the ones at the beginning of the sentence, names, and of course I is always capitalized. It talks about finger spaces, making sure all of your letters are star letters and that you can read your writing. These are all of the things that you're thinking about. So today, when this fabulous writer goes back to her work to revise and edit it, she's gonna make sure to use those checklists to do all of those things. So she's gonna think about, are my characters alive? Did I make them talk? And she's gonna move and feel and think. And if she needs to change any of that to make it better, she's gonna do it. But she's also gonna use her handwriting checklist to make sure she started with a capital, ended with a period, and has all star letters. She might get another book to do this. She might cross it out and write it on the bottom where she has extra space, but she's gonna make star letters to go with her fabulous story. What are you gonna do to make your work better today? How are your checklists gonna help you? I can't wait to see. Change your writing and then make a video to show me how you made your writing better today using your checklist. Happy writing, writers.